He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all. Gary is not in today because of weather. Gary could not get back to work because he went to Port Arthur, Texas to see his mother, and the weather is bad, so no flights in, no flights out. And so he don't have so that means he don't have his car. He flew. He didn't drive. He flew, right? Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah, ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. His truck got repossessed, that's for sure. I hate to tell his business.
He definitely didn't drive the Range Rover, that's for sure. Yeah. We do know that.
He said one day, the Range Rover was, when did they repossess his truck?
It's been about 17 days now, I think.
I mean, he 4T on everybody else, so.
Oh, yeah.
17 days.
Yeah, they came and got that girl. They came and got Miss Range Rover. They put Miss Range Rover on that flatbed, baby.
Yes, ma'am.
They put that girl on that flatbed and they rode off.
So Gary is now a customer of Jeep, so which is really not a step down. You know, everybody loves Jeep. Jeeps are
but it's a 07 though, Rick.
But the Jeep is 07?
Yeah, it's 07.
Are you serious? Is it a Wrangler or a Rubicon?
No, it's neither one. It's the one you got to open that door with the key. You ain't no chirp. You got to open that door with the key. You got to walk up to the door and unlock it.
Gary was really riding around in that Range Rover, and then he started. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't really come. Like he kind of hid it for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You knew he drove a Jeep, but he tried to make it seem like he got more than one car.
Mm-hmm.
And then the folks at the dealership, and this one of those dealerships that do Range Rovers, Jeeps, or whatever it is, it's a used car dealership.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but anyway,
what's wrong, Brett?
So you say he just borrowed cars for show?
Y'all look now.
He said Gary just be front because on Housewives he was in like a Maserati or a Porsche. Or something.
Are you serious?
Wow, when did he get that? And
Gary was on Housewives, so he went at least a Maserati.
You know they got luxury car rentals. You can rent a car for a day, and you can ball out.
Wait, but what was he on Housewives, Brett?
This was, I think, 2 seasons ago, but he pulled up to see Portia, and he was in a drop top something. I was like, okay, Gary.
Yeah, you just got to look at the tag on the back.
I thought he had like 5 different cars. Every time I see him, he was in a different one.
What?
But he did try to hide the fact that he was driving a Jeep.
Right.
Yeah, like it was something like that. We love Jeeps.
Now, what's going on with the Gorilla Glue situation?
Okay, so here's the entertainment story that people are talking about. So Saturday Night Live is catching a lot of backlash right now today because apparently they did a sketch Saturday night featuring Kenan Thompson and Regina King, of all people, making fun of the Gorilla Glue girl and the whole hair situation. And Kenan is playing like this, I guess, this bootleg ghetto TV personal injury lawyer, and she's on there next to him as the victim in the case.
Yeah.
And it came out. If you watch the clip, it's real coonish because like the dialect he's using, he calls himself Denzel Commode, and I guess her name is Latrice. It's just real coonish and uncomfortable. And
so you're a comedian and you're a writer, so you saw it yourself and it made you feel that way?
It's not funny. It's just not funny. It's like they took the story and just made it the most. They weren't clever with the sketch.
But see, the thing about it is something that's already funny. You don't have to add funny to something that's already funny. You put a different twist on it, and it's a prime example of what I say on this morning show. The reason you don't put sugar on cake because it's already sweet. So what you do is you take what's already funny and put a serious twist to it because you can't funny up something that's already funny. That's where people make a mistake when it comes to comedy. You know, it's already funny. You let it bake. You let it roast.
But you know what this looks like? This looks like white people wrote a sketch for black people. It looks like white people wrote a sketch that they said, okay, if you say this is going to sound funny. And so he's like doing this super hood accent to make himself sound like an ignorant TV attorney.
They should know in this climate that they can't do that. They can't do that. Maybe
they did it, and I don't know why Regina King signed on for this because this is not a good look for her.
If I was writing that sketch, I would have had it made it seem like the Democratic case managers, what do they call it, the House managers?
The House managers, yeah.
I would have did the House managers, and they trying to do, I would have kind of pulled that in a little bit and made it whatever. But that's the funny in that is that it's about the Gorilla Glue and the ponytail, but the House managers presenting a case. Or whatever, and like it's a real big deal, only to try to get the girl ponytail off.
Yeah, but this is a real fail. This is a real fail on them.
Yeah, and that's why, as a comedian, when people write sketches and write you stuff, and I have walked off a lot of stuff. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. I said, number one, it's not funny, and then if it's not funny, you're gonna associate the audience gonna associate me with not being funny.
Right. I would have just said that Mike Pence used the Gorilla Glue for that fly that was on his head.
Right. Something like that.
Yeah, that's why the fly couldn't come off his head because it was in Gorilla Glue. Exactly.
But
anyway. Yeah, but anyway, we got to wrap. But anyway, so SNL's catching a lot of heat, and they deserve it. And shame on you, Kenan and Regina King. I'm puzzled why you signed on for this.
Let's not throw them away.
We're going to give him
another chance. I just said shame on you. We're not canceling him, but shame on you for signing on for that, brother. Don't say yes to everything. Good Lord.
You got to say no. All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.